A very good Monday morning. Thanks for clicking on to today's Vogan's US Outlook. It was a rather miserable Mother's Day across the northeastern half of the United States. We've seen a fairly vigorous area of low pressure that is now generally crossing Nova Scotia as I speak, and it's pulling away. But we did see some flooding rainfall. We've seen gusty winds of gale force intensity. We also seen hail as well as snow over high elevations of New England as well. And now we've got a fairly cool northwesterly airflow to speak about. As we go through this week, folks, it looks as if we are going to see more unsettled weather, but also we are going to see the first surge of true summer warmth. We've seen it already in DC, but we've yet to crack 90 in both Philadelphia and New York, and I think we've got a pretty good chance of seeing that come Thursday as another system comes out of the plains and we start to pick up a fairly significant southwesterly wind. But unfortunately, we are also going to be eyeing severe weather, a fairly substantial severe weather potential as we go through late week and into the weekend here. So this active weather pattern continues to hold firm here as we go through the middle part of the month. You can see here as we skip through, we've got a system coming into the Pacific Northwest. That drives down in over California. It kind of weakens as it does so, as you would expect to see, given the fact that by this stage it'll be the 17th of May. Now we've got the setup here. We've got an area of low pressure centered over Nebraska. We've got an area of high pressure off the east coast, southwesterly airflow here. We're going to see the warmest conditions of the season so far. At the same time as that, we could be talking about snow, very substantial snow at that, over the high elevations of the west. But that, as that area of low pressure kind of lifts out, bringing some pretty wet and windy conditions, some thunderstorms across the northern plain states. It's this area of low pressure over southeastern Colorado that will dig southeastwards, pick up the energy and a lot of warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico, and that is going to get drawn up into the equation late on Friday and into the early part of the weekend here. We do have more very heavy rainfall across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, in through the mid-Mississippi Valley, even the Tennessee Valley as well. And this is definitely a situation that we need to monitor quite carefully as we go towards the weekend here. So it is going to be more unsettled. There is going to be some wet weather for the western half of the country, including Southern California. But we're also going to be seeing the first 90s for, potentially from Philadelphia up into New York as we go through Thursday afternoon. Let's have a quick look at the temperatures, and you can see here what the model is showing here. So 2 meter air temperature. Let's try and see if we can get the northeast pulled up here real quick, and you can see what the GFS is indicating here. So let's go back to this morning. Fairly cool, almost fall like morning across the northeastern half of the country here, especially up across New England here where we've got some 30s. We've seen snow of late, but you can see here this is the heat now starting to build. You can see it here over particularly the southern half of the country here. But by the time we get out to Tuesday, so tomorrow, we're already going to be talking about the 70s, even upper 70s in places such as Albany, New York. And then as we go into Wednesday, it's warmer still. We're up into the 80s. And then by the time we get out to Thursday, that is going to be the day where we're likely to see the first 90, even in Boston, for example. But I think Philadelphia, New York City, we've already seen 90 in DC, but we're going to see 90 again. But certainly this is going to be a substantial surge of warmth here. So the first 90s of the season so far for the northeastern half of the country. Then we are going to see a cooler surge of air coming in. We've got a system coming through on the backside of that, fresher feel with a Canadian touch to it. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll be back in the next few days again. Thanks. Bye for now.